Hello and welcome to the final round of the Race Department Touring Car Championship. And for the season finale, we're here at Vitus Park on the long Grand Prix layout. And it's Miguel Neto who took pole position, releasing the stranglehold that Jesper Tolborg has had lately on that pole position. In second place still was Jesper, third Dan Allison, fourth Ivo Simons, fifth Hugo Gonçalves, sixth was Andreas Loeffler, his best qualifying of the season so far in that BMW, seventh Diogo Lopez, eighth Jay Adji, ninth was Pedro Amaral, and rounding out the top 10 in his Peugeot 407 was Matthias Klein. And they get ready to start their race. Single file formation start, as has always been throughout this season. And it's damp here today at Vitus Park as well, so drivers will have to watch their step. Nato weaving about on the straight, trying to break the toe early on at the start of this race as they all stream now towards the first corner. Oh, there's a little bit of a look there at Jesper Tolborg, but not a serious one, just trying to stay out of the way, I think. Sliding already is Andreas Loeffler as we now follow Matthias Klein into the second corner. He's following Pedro Amaral, that yellow and orange Alfa Romeo, and a great traction out of that corner get from Matthias Klein. He's going to be on the outside now for turn 3, squeezed across by Pedro Amaral onto the curb. Now to turn 4, Matthias going to have to go on the outside, wants to make his stick, he's going to do so around the outside. A superb move there from Matthias, and Pedro gave him a little bit of room as well to make that happen. Good driving from both of them there as they head up, right up to the top of the hill, the crest of this circuit. Now on board with Jay Adji, he's behind Andreas Loeffler, so Loeffler's in 7th, he's dropped one position to Diogo Lopez, who runs wide, and up the inside going to try and go Andreas Loeffler, try and take the position, squeezing across on the Portuguese driver, trying to give him no room down towards the hairpin. Loeffler's going to run slightly wide, it looks like, yes he is. Diogo Lopez going to have now the line back across the second, puts the power down, comes back across the track to give some room to Andreas Loeffler, but side by side through the chicane, bumping side to side. Through the next chicane also as well, Andreas Loeffler bumping once again over the chicane, and Jay Adji has taken advantage of that and swept straight through up the hill. Excellent opportunistic move there from Jay Adji. Now we're following him once again, lap 3. He's still sandwiched between Diogo Lopez and Andreas Loeffler. He's having a look at turn 1 on the Alfa Romeo driver, not quite going to make that happen, I don't think, because the next corner is a left-hander, and Diogo Lopez has the inside, and Jay has to slot in behind him and in between him and Andreas Loeffler. So it's an excellent battling already in the early part of this race, and here's Nato battling with Tolborg and Allison. Allison having his best run of the season so far. Nato still leading, they're still in formation order in terms of qualifying. Tolborg is looking hungry, so is Dan Allison to get this lead from Miguel Neto. Sideways there from Jesper Tolborg. Dan Allison's got a little bit of a look on the inside, not quite enough of an overlap to make it count. Now to lap 4, Zeno Babachan coming through this chicane. Oh, he's sideways once again. Gets smacked by Pedro Amaral. Pedro Amaral has dropped back through the field, spinning around and around goes Zeno Babachan. Gets going once again. Doesn't look like there's too much damage, but it's a strange play to spin the car. Now on board with Dan Allison, lap 5. This is the battle for the lead. We're looking up ahead at Nato on the left, Tolborg on the right. Side by side into the corner they go. Tolborg's trying to go for the lead. He's braked too late. He's gone too wide, and through goes Nato, and through goes Allison. So Tolborg goes 1 forward, but then 2 back. And it's Allison who's up into second place. Now Allison's teammates, here they are, Plimmer and Sykes. Also in Peugeot 407s, driving for Overrev Racing. And they're having a great little battle here. Sykes trying to go around the outside of Eric Plum. We're going to make it stick as well. What a great move. Does he have enough traction on the exit? He does indeed. Superb move there from Chris to get around his teammates. Lap 8, Tolborg still in 3rd position. Dan Allison still in 2nd, and that means Miguel Neto is still in the lead, but sideways Allison going up into turn 4. Now they're going to harm his momentum all the way up the hill. Looks like Tolborg's got the run on him. Yes, he has indeed got the inside, and Allison pretty much lets him go. As they head now back across the top of the circuit, Jay Adji still locked in battle with Diogo Lopez. Looks like he's going to have another go. He's going to have another go. Looks like a better go than the one before as well, because the next couple of corners are all insides, and he's got the inside line. Can Diogo Lopez keep it on the outside? No, he can't. So that is another position there for Jay Adji, the second time of asking. Lap 9 now, Nato and Tolborg. Allison is nowhere to be seen. I think he must have pitted, but they're side by side through the chicanes. And Torbo looked like he got a better line out of there. He's now got the inside run up the hill. Just about got the overlap. Enough of an overlap to make the move up the inside for the lead. Jesper Torborg, the champion-elect, makes the move on the inside of his great rival this season, Miguel Neto, to take the lead of the race. Now, lap 10, Eckhart von Glan in the Audi A4 and Zeno Babajan in the BMW, out of shape once again. We've seen that several times already in this race. And he's going to go up the inside of Eckhart von Glan, but von Glan cuts back on the exit. And now they're side-by-side interchange. We've seen this happen any tiers before. Still side-by-side, bumping over the big curbs there. Through the second chicane, Babajan's all over the back of Eckhart von Glan as they head up the hill. Eckhart tries to hug the inside, but Babajan's hit him. He's off onto the grass. Oh, over the jump he goes. Zeno going backwards into the gravel. Oh no, he's not. He's managed to back it back onto the racetrack. Thankfully, nobody else was coming. Gets back going once again, but we've seen how ragged he's been. But lap 13, here we are, Torborg and Nato pitting. And here comes Ivo Simons as well to join the fray. Not sure where Dan Allison is as a result of that. As he come out of the pits, just ahead of Ivo Simons, who was already pitted, of course. Two Alphas head up the hill. And Nato's got a great run out of the corner. How did he do that? What a superb run out of the corner, Miguel Nato. He's going to take the position back again from Jesper Torborg, despite going into the pits behind him. Going to take the position on the exit, up the hill. What a superb move. Around the outside, he seals it as well. Great stuff there from Miguel. Hungry to win this last race of the season. Now on board with James Fellows. He's following Pedro Amaral and Eckhart von Glan. I think von Glan has not pitted at the moment. That explains some of the amazing pace the drivers have over him in these corners. And Pedro Amaral, contact with him once, contact with him twice. Gets past him though. Fellows going to get past also as well, but this means Fellows is going to gain on Amaral as a result of all this. And he's got a small run on the inside of Pedro, not quite able to get down the inside. And now still with this battle later in the race. Further on in the lap, and Pedro's run over the curb on the inside a bit too hard. That's harmed his momentum out of the corner. He's run wide also onto the rumble strip. Fellows has a bit of a run up the inside now. Going over the big bumps there into the long right-hander. And Fellows has the inside. He's going to take the position. Indeed he is. He sweeps across in front of Amaral, so Amaral cannot go around the outside. Now down towards the hairpin. Amaral's going to fight back though. On the inside. Looks like Amaral's going onto the grass. Onto the grass goes Amaral. Managed to get his stop though. As they come out of the corner side by side. We've seen this happen several times already. Side by side into the chicane. Not going to happen. Fellows gets a hip and shoulder there from Pedro Amaral and has to give way. Lap 20 now. Here's Dan Allison. So he had pitted earlier than these guys, I think, and had got a bit of a gap as a result of those fresh tyres. But now he's got Nato and Torborg all over him. Of course, his tyres will not be as fresh as the other. Oh, contact! Allison and Nato, contact. Nato's going to lose a place to Torborg, is he? No, he's not. Nato just about covers the entry to the corner there. But Allison is looking like he's under lots of pressure here from the two championship protagonists. And here's James Fellows fighting with, I think that's Simon Gardner. As I head up the hill, he got a great run. It's on the grass. I'm not quite sure what he's doing there, but he managed to get the position anyway. Yes, it did look like Gardner. Now lap 21, Gardner's teammate Allison is still leading. Number 111. But Nato wants the position so badly, trying to make a move up the inside into the uppermost part of the circuit. He's going to try to make him. He's not going to make a move. He had a little bit of a look, but that slowed him up. Torborg's going to get run off him off the corner. And that's typical opportunistic move there from the Danish driver. Down the inside he goes. He's going to take the position from Nato side by side. So close here. And he just nudges Nato out of the way slightly on the exit to take the position. But Allison looks like he's under lots of pressure. Even these two battle, they still gained on Dan through those corners. As they head now down the hill. And now on board with Miguel Nato. Allison is still leading, still holding off these two drivers. Doing a superb job as well. Nato's got a great run off the corner there. Great run. He's going to go the long way around though, of course. Not quite able to make it stick. Now down into the head. He's having a little bit of a look at Jesper. Jesper's having a look at Allison. Oh, contact between Torborg and Allison. That slowed Allison up, and it slowed Torborg up as well, of course. And through goes Miguel Nato, third to first in one corner. Thank you very much, boys. You scrap amongst yourself. I'm off. As they head up the hill. Now, can Allison do anything about getting the lead back from NATO, or will he just have to try and hold off? Torborg leads off! He's sliding across the gravel, just went slightly wide on entry. He went onto the grass, and it slid straight across the gravel. And he's going to lose position to Ivo Simons also as well, so back to fourth, and there's Hugo Gonçalves. Can Gonçalves take full position from Dan Allison? Yes, he can. So Allison back down to fifth, leading just a couple of laps ago, and now down to fifth position. How cruel the racing game is. But lap 22, Torborg has caught back up to NATO. And NATO runs slightly wide on the exit to turn 1 and entry as well. And now they're side by side through turn 2. Side by side. Torborg's managed to hold it around the outside. Now he has the inside for the next couple of corners. And he should be able to make the move stick and take the lead of this race. Indeed he will do, it looks like. NATO trying to fight around the outside but not quite able to. Torborg able to position his car, but now NATO's looking for the cutback on exit up the hill. Side by side still between these two. NATO just has to back off just ever so slightly, trying to get up the inside. Oh, so close. Torborg just shuts the door on the Portuguese driver. He's having none of that. And the winner of this race, the final race of the season and the race department touring car champion, is Jesper Torborg. He splashes his lights and weaves across the line in delight. His superb performance all season from Jesper. He really has been absolutely dominant, adding the title to his American Touring Car Championship win earlier in the year. And Miguel Nato, his great rival, came second in that race and second in the championship table. Third place overall in the championship table was Ivo Simons as well. A great effort there in the Audi A4. Fourth, Gonçalves. Fifth was Dan Allison overall. Sixth, Diogo Lopez. Seventh, JIG. Eighth was Matthias Klein. Ninth, Dubravko Vučković. And James Fellows rounded out the top 10. That's it for the Race Department Touring Car Championship, but it will be back later in the year.